Tonight, a massive recall to get millions of potentially faulty tires off the road. Tires that peel off their casings have been linked to some 46 deaths across the country. A problem making headlines tonight, but uncovered in a Unit 5 investigation years ago. Good evening. I'm Mark Sapelsa in for Warner Saunders.
And I'm Allison Rosati. If you own a light truck or an SUV, it is important that you know the tires you're driving on could be dangerous. Tonight, Bridgestone Firestone is voluntarily recalling 6.5 million tires. The move follows an outcry of consumer complaints and major retailers pulling the tires from store shelves.
And it's not the first time we've heard of these kind of problems, as Unit 5's Dave Savini is here to tell us.
Mark, Allison, it happens industry-wide, and it's called tire tread separation. We broke the story in Chicago back in 1997. Tonight, more on our findings and more on how this latest recall could have people in Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin waiting longer than a year for new tires.
Drivers in states with warmer climates come first, say Firestone officials, places where the roads get hotter and most of the accidents have occurred.
If people are going to die waiting for their tires to be recalled, Firestone knows full well that that's a risk.
Chicago attorney Tom Zimmerman filed a motion in court today against Bridgestone Firestone, saying the recall isn't fair to drivers in states like Illinois, who could wait more than a year.
These tires are going to continue to blow out in these states, but yet they tell us, you wait anyway.
A disturbing decision, he says, because of the growing number of complaints and deaths attributed to the defective tires. 3.5 years ago, our Unit 5 investigative team first broke the story about deadly tire tread separation cases and how they are allegedly covered up by the major tire companies. We exposed case after case involving injuries and deaths connected to tire tread separations.
I can't even move.
Helen Bevino is living the rest of her life in a wheelchair. 10 years ago, a tire on a church van peeled away, causing a rollover. She and 5 other passengers settled for millions of dollars against the tire company.
Wouldn't need that tire blow out like it was.
She never got an answer as to why the tire blew out because the case settled and the company's safety records were never turned over. Tire company officials industry-wide say releasing safety records would reveal trade secrets and instead often blame consumers for not properly maintaining their tires.
Industry wants to point the finger at the victim.
Florida attorney Bruce Castor is one of many attorneys fighting in court to get their hands on the safety records of several companies, including Bridgestone Firestone.
And if I put my pin in here, you shouldn't be able to do that. That's tread separation.
Castor says the records would help prove what he says is an inherent flaw in the way steel-belted radial tires are made.
Tonight at 10, we'll expose the only known tire company safety records turned over through a court order. See what they reveal about tread separations and see what some believe could be the solution to safer tires. Mark and Allison, this issue goes far beyond Firestone.
See you tonight at 10.
All right, thank you, Dave. And here again are the tires that are being recalled tonight. Firestone ATX, ATX II, and Wilderness AT. If you have any questions, there is a Firestone hotline number to call. It's on your screen, 1-800-465-1904. Or you can log on to www.bridgestone-firestone.com.